What up, peeps? It's Sunday. Here we are once again. Today we got Queen V. Not Queen B, but we got Queen V here with us tonight. And she's one of the top trainers there in Stockton, California, has proven herself to be one of the best. It's clear that her followers is constantly climbing on board. So if you guys are listening to this and you're out there in Stockton, California, you better get a hold of this lady, man. But she's going to tell her journey with us. And she's a guest of my co-partner, of course, that has brought her on board, that has a really good background with her. And but what we're going to do is do what we normally do. People, we're going to share information. Our ultimate goal as podcasters is to make sure the people who come on board get the proper time so they can share what they're doing, and hopefully we can help them increase their business and move forward. But sharing the story is probably one of the biggest things that matters most. So Mike, so thank you for bringing her on board. So give us a little insight, Mike.
Just want to say what's up to everybody again. You know, it's Sunday, how we do things. What's up, Rob? I had a good week. How was your week?
Yeah. My week, man. It's Christmas time. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. And I listen to Mariah Carey over and over and over all day long. So, you know, that's how I roll in my gym. Yeah, for sure.
Like you said, we got a very exciting guest this week, man. I've had an opportunity, man, to train with this young lady, work out with her last few weeks, get to know her, get to see her style, get to see her personality. Awesome young lady, man. You know, I'm going to introduce her, man. Her name is Valentina, but she goes by the name AKA Queen V.
Yes.
How you doing, Queen V? Welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me on.
The first thing I always do is, I know you got a studio opening up right now, getting ready to open up, and the name of it is Made for More. What is it?
Made for More Fitness Studio.
And what is Made? How did you get Made for More?
Well, it was a crazy story. I was looking for a name, and I wanted to be something meaningful. So I was worshiping, listening to my worship music, and the song Made for More came on. And that just resonated with me. So I prayed about it. And then crazy, I went to church the next Sunday and they talked about scripture that was related to Made for More. And I even wrote it down in my notes. And I'm like, oh my God, that 2 weeks prior to that, I was already like, oh, is that kind of, and it's different, but I don't know if that's too much. And I was still thinking about it. But then I went to church that Sunday and I wrote it down and the pastor spoke about it. And I just feel through my journey, I always had to remind myself that I was made for more. And I want to remind females, or mainly that's what I cater to is females, is that we're made for more. Like we kind of already have that self-doubt on our head. So made for more is something that I have to tell myself every morning when I get up is I'm made for more. I'm made for this shit. So that is why I decided to name that.
Awesome. So with that being said, why don't you give us a little backstory about yourself, and then talk about how did you get into this fitness journey, and how did you become a personal trainer and one of the best here in Stockton right now?
I started off in fitness about, I don't know, over 10 years ago. I started off running, doing like 5Ks, and I just got obsessed with running because it was something hard to do. And I was like, this is so hard. Running a mile was so hard. So I just obsessed over learning how to get better at running. And I took off with 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons. Then I got into Spartans. I've done every Spartan, every Tough Mudder, and I brought a few people on to do those runs with me. And then I kind of fell off when I had my third baby. And after that, I joined boot camps. So then I got obsessed with doing boot camps because I love that, just that experience with being around a lot of people and everybody pushing each other. But then when I started weight training, I got a personal trainer and she taught me how to push myself into a whole nother level. I already had it in me, but she brought it out of me. So when I discovered weight training, that brought something more than just physically. It brought me mentally to become the person I am today. So that's where I started. And that's why I fell in love with training. And then this last 2 years, I decided I was going on my own and training, and I was watch every YouTube video and just learn form, learn how to progressive overload. Then I learned over time and tempo because I was doing so many things wrong. And I wasted a lot of time not understanding training. And so the last 2 years, I obsessed over just getting better. And along the journey, I inspired many women, and I just, whoever wanted help, I would say, come train with me, come train with me. And then 2023, that was my goal. I was like, I'm going to become a personal trainer and take this to another level, which was really nerve-wracking because I have a full-time job. I'm a correctional sergeant, so I work double shifts, and I was unsure if I was going to be able to make it happen, but I just know that I can. Through all the girls that surround me every day, they inspire me to push them to do better. So I am here doing that.
So with your busy schedule, since we all got the similar backgrounds, I was law enforcement for 13 years. I worked in corrections for a while within the sheriff department. Then I went to the academy and all that stuff, and I was an instructor there. Mm-hmm. What I ask you is that with your clientele, building a studio and also working those hours, are you going to bring people on board to work with you? Or are you planning on doing this as an individual? And if your people out there want to know how much space you got, for as meaning not space of the size of your studio, but time, your capacity. Yeah.
So I am going to give up my overtime. I'm going to do no overtime and just focus totally on the girls and my commitment to the studio. So my plan on just working 3 days a week, working my 40-hour schedule in 3 days a week. So the gym will be open 4 days a week. And so I will be working, so I have 3 days work. So the gym will be closed 2 days. So I work my 16s on 2 days, and then I'll be open basically 4.5 days a week. That's what I plan on doing, starting at 4 a.m. because I already have girls that like to train at 4 a.m., which that's the time I normally train. So I'm going to slot in, I'm going to do a semi-personal training and semi-small groups, no more than 5 girls in a group, because I really want to focus on form, slowing it down, having them understand what they're doing, mind muscle connection, because when I first started, I didn't understand. I was just going through the movements, not understanding any of that. So I don't want any more than 5 girls in a group, and that depends on their experience level.
Got it. Awesome. So your hours will be what?
4 a.m. till, if I have any moms that want to train, till I'll be willing to. My 4 days off, I'm open all day pretty much until 5 or 6 p.m. Probably 6 p.m. will be my last. So I'm open pretty much 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if I do have any stay-at-home moms that want to train, because I do have a couple of women that are stay-at-home moms and want to train, so I'll open that window too. So the only time that I would block off my schedule is if I need to pick up the kids between 2 and 3, which majority of we're all on the same page with that, and then open back up 3, 4, 5, till late as 7, because my bedtime is like 8:39. But whatever they need, honestly, I'm willing to do. They already know. Majority of my clients, they know that I'm willing to. I'd rather them show up and me show up than them not show it up at all. And I do my best to coordinate with them that, right now. If I can make it happen, awesome. We're going to do it.
Awesome. I was going to say awesome. I can share with you just from my own experience right now. I just opened up my own studio, and that's what you see in the background. But I've learned that the sacrifice that you're mentioning right now is like automatic. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those things to where you don't want to say no to someone who wants to get better.
Correct.
And you don't want to say yes to something that's going to make you feel like tired and crazy all the time too. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's learning to take advantage of those moments that you can have your own personal downtime to keep your machine running, and so that you can help other people keep their machine running. And are you planning on not hiring, but bringing on someone to work in your facility that may be an entrepreneur themselves?
I would love that, honestly. As of right now, anybody that is honest, that loves personal training or training as much as I do, because obviously there's not a lot of people that love it. I mean, literally, like, training to me is like a high, and whoever I can get to that level, it makes me so happy because I know what it brings to them. So my goal would be in the future, anybody that wants to take it to that level, I would be more than open to even saying, hey, the 2 days that I can't be at the studio, go ahead and bring your clients in and train. Anything that I can inspire or make it easier for somebody, that is the goal at the end of the day, because my process was a little bit, me having to go through the whole process, open the studio, but I have had, Talia, which she's been on here. She's the one that's like, inspired me. She pushed me to say, you know what, you've been doing this. You're running around in circles. You know, because I have girls that come at 4 a.m. in the morning. You need to have your own studio. And at first I was nervous and scared because I have a full-time job. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to make it work. You always figure out a way. You always figure out a way. So I would love for anybody that would has a goal to become a personal trainer or just needs a part-time job or whatever to open up my doors to them.
So,
So
so one of the things that I know about you is that you're a busy mom, wife. You work. So when people say they don't have time in their day, that's no excuse. And I think this is going to be your niche. Is that what you're saying? Also, that hey, you know, you're going to be catering to those people that you're going to find time. You're going to have them find time to start working on their fitness goals.
Oh yeah, because I'll be there for them, and they want to work out at 3:30. Let's go, because that's the time for me that I have my peace is 3:30 to 4:30. It does suck to wake up that early, but I have found I get up, I get it done, and I'm prepared for the whole day. So I don't. The girls that I work with, they know that I don't want to hear any excuses. Like, if you really want it, you're going to find it, and I'm there to make it happen. I just need 30 to 45 minutes, and that's what I tell them. Even if you just show up for 30 minutes, you can be productive in that 30 minutes. Go to work, start your day, and then be the wife and the kids. Because it's about balance. I do have to spend time with my kids. My husband, he requires certain things too. He wants my time and attention. So it is the balance that we all need. So 30 to 45 minutes, I still tell them we can make it happen. So they do show up. They know that there's no excuses, because if I'm doing it, they can.
So what type of training avenues are you taking? Meaning that, are you being like a personal trainer for a bodybuilder, personal training for someone who just want to be overall healthy, personal training for someone who wants to be a runner, or personal? So what are your objectives?
So I really just want to focus on, what I really started learning is when I was running a lot, I just got really skinny and I still was not happy with my body. So I obsessed over getting the glutes, the legs. And so that's what I have trained and learned to do really well this last couple of years. And that's why I got a lot of girls to come and say, like, what are you doing? Because I finally got away from just the cardio. So I want to just do not strictly, because I do love boot camp. So eventually I will incorporate that. But that's not where your body changes. And I want to show girls, like, weight training and pushing yourself to failure is where you need to go in order to change the body, change your body to what you want. And which almost all of us want that. So I do want to keep you healthy wise. Yes. Like endurance. I still do running. I have a 15K coming up next month. So I do incorporate that a little bit, just because that's something it's fun for me to do. So I want them to do whatever is fun, and I can get them to the gym. That's whatever that, so I am going to do boxing. So I'm going to get certified in fitness boxing. So I'm going to offer that as a cardio option. So I love that, because for women, not only does it release anxiety and it lets you let out some aggression, but it's a good cardio option. And all you need is like 20 minutes. So I can say, come do 20 minutes of, 20 minutes of cardio. You release some anxiety, you let some aggression out, and you'll get a good workout.
And I think we also talked about the other day, just your general health, as far as not doing the crazy diets and the fad diets and everything, mobility, stuff like that. That's what we were talking about, just making sure that people are fit, healthy and fit, because everybody's not, we talked about the different modes of people, everybody's not going to fit there. Just like Robert said, are you looking at bodybuilders, so your niche is basically women that you want, be in shape.
Yeah, right? I just want, you just want to be in shape. I know and they don't want to be bodybuilders. There are some that want to be bodybuilders, but most moms just want that nice shape. And that's what I'm, I want to give them, is that. Or, number one, just to be healthy. Even if they're not eating on point, I'd rather them show up and be strong and get their body moving every day is the main goal, to be honest. Like, I can put them, even for myself, I've done many challenges and I fell off. And when I started to put in my mind that this is a lifestyle, and learning how to balance out my eating as well, I'm going to be on these challenges forever, so I want to teach them more lifestyle training than anything.
Awesome. So now your facility, what it sounds like it's going to be a really large facility to have.
No.
You're gonna have hanging boxing bags and all that.
Well, I'm just gonna do. So I'm only gonna start with 8 bags. So it's not really that big. It's used to be small personal training studio. Talia will have half the side for her sculpting and epoxy because we're gonna work as a team together for any of those girls that want to do, like, they have somewhere to go in 6 weeks. We're gonna combine the personal training along with the epoxy, body sculpting if they want to. Most of us wait till the last minute to get somewhere. So we're going to offer both of those things. So I have one side of the studio, which I'll have I'll have 8 bags. So I'm just going to run 8 bags at one, not during my personal training, obviously, but in between that. So, and then I'm just going to have just the normal weight training stuff. So it's nothing big, but it's long enough that I can have them run some sleds and, do some walking lunges, but it's nothing big. It's just
equipment wise, you're gonna be pretty set. You have a lot of
Yeah, I have a super machine, legs, everything for the glutes. That's because the girls love that. And then I have, of course, some upper body because I'm about getting, upper body. I'm about it all, but it's enough for me to make it work. That's for sure.
Awesome. So that's kind of cool that you and your girlfriend are splitting it, because we just talked to her a couple of weeks ago on here.
Mm-hmm.
And splitting the studio will definitely take some of the stress away for us, the overhead.
Yes. And that's the reason why I was just like, God is not just giving this. I mean, that was the only way that I was like, you know what? I looked at this place and she was like, let's do it. The overhead was reasonable for me to maintain while I start up, and, and it was a blessing, to be honest, because she needed to get out where she was going to. And I just feel like both of our services will cater to what we both want, is women to be happy and really healthy. And so she convinced me to do it. And I was like, you know what, I'm all in. So I recently just been going to all these trainings because I don't come from the educational background of it. So I was a little nervous about that part, that I've been training on my own and learning on my own through YouTube and things like that. But I was just a little nervous, like, I didn't have the degree in it, not that there's a degree needed, but I have just been learning and as much as I can. So I got certified in TRX. I got certified in a pain-free specialist this last month. So I just want to make sure that I'm offering the best services to any female that comes my way, whether you're older,
Right.
Because I want to learn how to adjust to their needs,
Sure. Well, I'm assuming that you may or may not have heard our part 2 from last weekend. We talked about whether you got a degree or whether you got experience, whether you got both, right? So, I always tell people all the time, and I'll be redundant with you being here and the listeners who are out there, is that you have someone right now, and we're talking Queen B, who has what I felt so far as a spirit to be part of your life. Not just to be money chasing you, but to be a part of your life to make changes. And so that kind of falls into that whole thing of experience when it comes to me. If the person is willing to be there for me and they're not going to let me down, nor are they going to let me fail, then experience tied to that passion is a lot greater than a degree. Girlfriend, a degree does nothing but go look at me. The certificates is what says I can do the job, right? And so now you've had an opportunity to take advantage of your certifications. I've heard you say that you want to increase that knowledge by doing other things. So I would take that person over someone who just said, oh, I went to college for it, or I have a certificate and I hadn't done shit yet. So you're all in. So I'm all about being all in, no toe dipping, and you got a partner that you, like you said, on the other side of the building, and you both kind of melting pot.
Yes.
And so you're kind of getting things working as intended. So that's awesome.
Yes.
Awesome work. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say too, we have Beautifully Yours. Just want to say how you doing, and welcome to the show. And Amaya Shannon, thanks for joining us again. How you doing, ladies? Just wanted to make sure we shouted them out as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Is there anything else that you want to tell the world out there?
Um, I just want to tell all the ladies I will be opening hopefully end of January. Right now, you can follow me at Made for More Fitness on Instagram. I will be having a website. Be having my prices, everything coming up soon. I'm working on all that. I'm just waiting on the equipment. That's kind of the holdup right now. Is just I ordered a bunch of stuff and it's like 8-week production, but I am getting ready for you all. I am so ready. I just want to, this new year, I want to inspire. I want to make you guys strong. And I want, it's the mental part that I really want to focus on, because that's the hardest part for us every day, is mentally fighting through our negative thoughts every day. Because every morning I have the same thoughts, like, why am I doing this? But when I get into that gym, even today, I experienced it. I did a full, I did cardio today. And I had all those negative thoughts, and I'm like, and I love doing this. But when I left that gym, I was on a high. I went to church, and I even got more on this, just this natural high. And I want all you ladies to feel that, to know that you are capable of doing anything.
And
Awesome.
I just want to add to that as well, that like Robert said, your passion that you have. I mean, that's what we have, man. You know, we wouldn't be
Yeah.
doing this if we didn't love what we do and enjoy what we do. Wasn't fulfilling, you know, to our hearts to see people change,
Yeah.
become better. And you have that, I've spent, some time with you, in the gym, and seeing how you do things, and knowing that you want to be better. You're always looking for something. You're always trying to learn something. Just like Robert said, you can have a certificate, you can have all the education in the world, but if you can't put it out there and I guess what is it, produce results with it when you're out there through your experience, then it's not going to work, And
Correct.
you have a great combination. Plus, as a role model, because that's what you do. I mean, you're an example of somebody right now that, hey, you know what? I work full time. I got 3 kids. I got a mate.
Yeah.
I'm doing all these things, but yet I still have time for my fitness. So that means you should have time for your fitness.
Correct.
And when women see that, when they have that example, they gravitate towards it.
Yes.
You have the personality that they're gonna gravitate to. I see it being, even bigger than what you're doing now. Once your studio opens up, I'm always here for a resource. Robert's here for a resource, but you can always contact me. You know how that is. And we'll get some more workouts in and everything. She tries to push me a little bit too, Robert, when we're in there working out.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hanging with you. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's what it's all. That's what it's all about, man. Passion. So, I'm very happy to have you onto the show. Glad you was able to take the time out to come do this and share your journey. And
Thank you.
you already got followers. And like I always tell Mike, and I tell my people that I know here, when you have 2 people, you have 4. When you have 4, you have 8, because everybody knows somebody. And once they see their change, they're going to bring someone, and someone always bringing someone to you. So that's what I love about the business, is that when you, with the passion behind it, you don't feel as though you're actually working. You just come in and have fun with people and make them better. And then you have your real job. You have the correction. You have that job. You're working.
Yes.
But there you just hanging out with your peeps.
Exactly. I want to do something I love. So and that's a gift.
Yeah.
I really feel like it's a gift, and I need to express it. I need to show it. So, that's what I'm here for. I really feel like that's my purpose. So I'm going to do my best to be the best at it.
Congratulations on your new journey. And I'm sure Michael will keep me posted on what's happening with you.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. Yeah. So one last time, tell people where they can find you.
Made for More Fitness on Instagram. So it's _Made for More Fitness _. So go ahead and give me a follow, and I will be posting updates soon.
Awesome. Mike, go ahead, Miguel.
Where you hit me up at, man. Instagram, Big Darkness 59 on Instagram, also on YouTube, and also at House of Darkness Fitness, man. And Rob, we see where you at, but let us know. Don't give it to us.
I'm at the studio. That's THEE studio here in Sugarland. I am also the legend Robert Johnson on Instagram. You can also, if you want to I really do, what I changes, you can go to my team page, which is Robert Johnson Training, and you can see my transformations of others, and we can kind of go from there. But feel free to go down into our comment section, give Queen V a shout out. Also subscribe. Let us know what you think about the whole process that we just had here today. But we will continue to bring these things to you on every Sunday. But we also want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays, whichever one you celebrate. Enjoy that. Be safe out there, man, because for some reason around the holidays, people start to act stupid.
Yes,
I don't know why, but they do. And we all got families, and we all want to wake up tomorrow. So just be safe, whatever you do out there, people, and come see us next Sunday. We'll be right here, 8 p.m. in Central, 6 p.m. there in California Pacific.
Pacific time.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Peace out, people.
Bye.
Deuces.
All right, doggy dog. There we go. She was good.
Yep,
she was good. She got a lot of shit going on, Mike. That's why I asked her about, so how you gonna run this show, man? That's
when she broke it down.
Working 16.
I asked her too.
Yeah.
So she does. Yeah. So what she does doubles, and then she'll have like her weekends and days off. So like she said, she'll have 4 days where she'll be able to be at the gym.
Yeah.
So she's got it all set up.
Shit, after 3 16-hour days, I'm sleeping, bro. I'm fucking sleeping. That's for sure. I remember doing that shit, man. 5 on, 5 off, 2 on, 2 off. I couldn't wait to get one good nap. Yeah. So I wish her well, man. But ladies are a little bit different,
right,
than men. You know what I mean?
We
We still alive?
Yeah.
Let's end that.